we capture the day we met.
Pull into the drive to the right. Let that car out first.
We're disabled in traffic. Dodge, white Dodge Caliber. That's plate 1303.
Pull to the right.
Right across from that stuff.
Multicolored green and purple. All the SUV. Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. He's still going, he's still going.
Upset at that part, so he started knocking down some of the stuff in the front.
Wyatt's on the phone with Citrus Heights police as the couple hit and push him and the other store clerk, who are trying to stop the two from walking out with food they didn't pay for.
I don't want him to start throwing punches at my boss or anything.
Meanwhile, a customer sitting outside in her car captures this now viral video on her phone. Georgia Peterson watches appalled as the chaos continues.
She went to hit the clerk with the bag of chips. They blew up everywhere, and then because she lost a couple bags of chips, she turned around and got some more.
Then another man and woman join in. The man's a customer trying to help, but the woman...
She walked in, shoved me. Don't touch my sister! That's what I heard.
He just used her body and just like bulldozed.
Here comes the part that's sending the internet into a frenzy. That woman heads straight for Georgia, but instead of her phone...
Hey, don't do that!
Georgia says she gave her a 7.5 million volt threat.
I just grabbed my taser and I was like, okay.
No one was seriously hurt, but the victims are left in wonder of the senselessness of it all.
Oh, hot Cheetos, are they really that delicious?
The man who they say assaulted a child. Take a very good look at this newly released sketch. Police say the man attacked a 12-year-old girl at Deerwood Park in southwest Atlanta. And Channel 2's Audrey Washington is live downtown at Atlanta Police Headquarters. And Audrey, detectives hope this sketch generates some kind of lead.
Fred, and that 12-year-old girl actually helped police here at the Atlanta Police Department come up with the sketch of this park attacker. Now police are hoping someone recognizes him and helps to get him off the street. Now Channel 2 Action News actually stopped by that park, Deerwood Park in southwest Atlanta, and we spoke with people inside the park and with neighbors. Police say the man in the composite sketch sexually assaulted the 12-year-old girl. Atlanta detectives tell us the alleged assault actually happened back in November while the girl was playing in the park. She tells police the man approached her, she fought back, but the guy overpowered her. Atlanta police tell us the girl kept this a secret for 6 months until she had the courage to come forward. Police say the suspect apparently frequents this park, so they're asking parents to be on the lookout.
It's not okay, and he needs to be put away because nobody should have their innocence taken away from them, not by any means.
Investigators say the man has a patch of lighter hair towards the front of his head. Detectives also noted that this man introduced himself to the girl as Lucas, but they don't know if that is his real name. Right now, Atlanta police are stepping up patrols in and around that area, especially inside that park. Anyone with information about this man, if you recognize him, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers or Atlanta police.
A not guilty plea today from the man arrested earlier this week for a random shooting at Horton Plaza that left a Navy pilot dead. It was a chance encounter late Saturday night outside a popular night spot. 10 News reporter Steve Fioria is live. And Steve, the courtroom was packed with grieving friends and relatives of that victim.
Those who loved and knew Jim Solani filling one side of the courtroom today, still in disbelief over his murder up at the top deck of Horton Plaza just 5 days ago. Tattoos on his neck and arms. Documented gang member Errol Morris entered a not guilty plea to murder and attempted murder charges. Judge Lisa Rodriguez ordered that we electronically tile Morris's face as there could be an identification issue. He's accused of Saturday night shooting death of a decorated Navy pilot, Jim Solani, who was enjoying a night out with his cousin when they encountered a man with a gun. The prosecutor called the shooting unprovoked, an execution.
He was shot 3 times. Execution, he had no time to think about what had going on with him or happened to him.
The cousin was taken to a hospital for treatment of a minor wound. Morris has spent years in prison for earlier crimes, including a violent confrontation on the highway.
In that case, he attacked again another victim, and it was involving a road rage incident with a hammer.
A friend of the victim's mother wondered after court,
why was he on the street, and what can we do, what can I do as an individual to get more prisons built that we can keep people behind bars.
She described the young Jim Solani as a high achiever.
From the time he was a freshman in high school, he wanted to get into the military and he wanted to be a flyer.
And she remembers his proud mama, who was taken a few years ago by cancer.
I just, in my head, pictured that, she's cradling him up there and saying, it's okay, we're together.
Errol Morris will stay behind bars. Bail is $3 million. And if he is convicted, Morris faces 79 years to life plus 8 years, 4 months. Live downtown, Steve Fiorina, 10 News.
So where it happened, and Bree, the suspect has a long history of violence.
That's right. This court document confirms that he belonged to a violent gang. Tonight, he is in jail, accused of killing a Navy man right there on the 7th floor. A life of crime violently collides with a life of service. This video shows Jim Solani, active duty in the Navy, being loaded into an ambulance after being shot.
How many gunshots did you hear? 5 gunshots.
Today, police arrested the man they think killed him, Errol Morris. Detectives believe Morris was outside the Madhouse Comedy Club arguing with a woman right before the shooting. They say he grabbed her purse, walked away, and ran right into Solani and his cousin, who were just leaving the show. Police say he brutally shot Solani several times in the chest and his cousin once in the leg. Court documents confirm Morris is a member of the O'Farrell Park Banksters, a gang known to be allies with the Bloods. Morris also has a long history of drugs, assault, and domestic violence, serving several stints in prison. Now, police have identified a second suspect, but they're still trying to figure out exactly what role he played in the shooting, so he has not been arrested. Tonight, Morris is in jail, and he is facing charges of murder, attempted murder, also for robbery and dissuading a witness, and for violating his parole. He's expected back in court Thursday. Reporting live in downtown San Diego, Bree Steffen, 10 News.